Good morning, everybody. It's July 6th and day 10 of lockdown. I actually missed a day yesterday. Spent the day trying to troubleshoot my wife's laptop because it just doesn't want to log in to some websites. We've done all sorts of troubleshooting. When we plug it into the Ethernet, it works. When it's on Wi-Fi, it doesn't. And we can't figure out why. And it's the only device in the house that this is happening to. It's only just started happening. Anyway, that's how yesterday was spent. I felt a little bit frustrated that I didn't get up to doing more of this. On the other side too, my back could have probably used the rest. Still feels a little bit tweaky. I've got my back brace on, but anyway. So I'm going to try and get these on today and look at that end post, and then I've got to go from there with the pickets and things. My first start will be I'll carry these up so they're up on the deck, and then I might get changed. That ends in. I just need to cork all the joints so that they don't have water in them. This end's screwed in. It's got 2 screws, and then you can see it's got a bolt. And the old bolts would go through that way, and they were counterboard on the outside, which is kind of one way that water's getting in. So I'm going to drill through here into there. I'm going to put the bolts this way and counterbore into the post like that. That way the bolts aren't going to be protruding into us. I can still get a socket in there to tighten it up. It won't look as untidy. And this one's just been, it's clamped and it's got two nails into the posts, so I've still got to work on the end before I go putting this next beam up. That one. So this rot isn't as bad as I was thinking. Like, it's soft on the side, especially there. It's hard on the outside. But these sections here are still pretty firm. And up around this one, a little bit of a soft spot there. There. Just sort of similar to this. And when I get down lower, it's actually firmish, like I'm only going in a little bit. That one's barely going in at all. It's going in there, so I've got a soft spot here, which I should be able to chisel out and replace with a piece of hardwood. Use construction adhesive to lock it in there and some screws. Seal it all, and that'll give that some structural integrity again. And similar with the top. So it looks like, these things have rotted. So I'll do a bit of work on that. I'll actually look to see if I've got some hardwood that'll be. I know I've got some pieces of hardwood the size of this post, but I'm not going to chop out the whole post. So if I've got some smaller bits that I could use in that section without removing the structural integrity of the post at all, should be fine. Because this bit is only just holding up the end of the roof of the deck. There's all structural wall right behind me that's supporting the roof. This is just sort of balancing the cantilever in the back corner. What you doing, bud? I think they bark out those birds. That's what it is. He's got his ball. No, he left it. Well, the blade is getting a little bit old in this for hardwood. This is a nice piece of Australian hardwood that I'll be able to use up there to help bolster up that post. It's an inch by 2.5, and I need a piece that's just over 20 inches long, 51mm. And then I'll go and install this up there with some construction adhesive and screws Well, end of the day, just about. I've got some packing up to do. I got rid of I took all the pickets downstairs that were rotten. They're the ones that were so-so. These ones here are pretty good, and they're ones that were there. So working at this end of the deck has been rather exciting. I've gotten the post repaired, and now I've just put in some builder's putty so that I can smooth the surface for painting. But I basically put a piece of hardwood in there. Basically goes from just above where the deck is to up to here. That's a large piece of hardwood, replacing the soft section of the post that was there. This upper bit wasn't actually too bad, it's just a little bit mushy on the outside, but it's not actually soft into the post, so I'm just trying to smooth up the surface for painting. I need to take some tools down. I'll let that set now and give it another sand. I'm trying to give it like multiple coats just to get it respectable. That's going to have to go as well because you can see that it's had it on the end. The other one had just broken when I dropped it down there. I'll get back into this tomorrow. And I do have a piece to go here for the top. There's my bottom one for here. The fourth one that I had, I'll be able to use for here. And I do have some shorter pieces that I'll be able to use for these two. And then it'll just be pickets.